Good morning.
You're perky today. Sleep well?
Yeah, I did.
I've been thinking. Too much has happened for this to be mere coincidence.
What do you mean?
In the gallery, there was a painting. A painting of her.
Really?
I knew it looked familiar, but I didn't recognize it until now.
What did it look like?
Why don't we head over and you can take a look for yourself? Hey, Red, you got a minute?
Yeah, Joey?
You slept pretty soundly.
Is that so surprising?
After last night, I figured you would have slept with the lights on.
I'm not a little girl.
I'm just saying. Well, let's get back to it.
Yeah. Joey?
Uh-huh.
How'd the Countess learn to fight like that?
You call that fighting?
She was kicking your ass.
I would have got her in the end.
So what should we do now?
I told you, that gallery has a painting of the Countess on the wall. We should go and check it out.
That's all for now.
Sure.
You coming?
Yeah, let's blow this popsicle stand. There, it's her. I knew it. Now look at that and tell me this isn't a coincidence. Stupid old hag. We'll find you. Just see if we don't.
I'd better not touch it. Josie would get mad. Definitely looks like the woman from the other night, but she looks sad. It's just a lighthouse. I wonder which one.
That sad face doesn't fool me for 1 minute. Just a lighthouse. Can't say it does anything for me. Do people really pay to look at this stuff? I know what I like, and I don't like this. Call this art these days? What an eyesore. I know that type. All cool and confident, but it's all plastic. With a little bit of pressure, that plastic will crack.
I thought I had that draft fixed.
That's Josie Park, the gallery's curator. She seems nice enough. Hi, Josie, can I talk to you for a bit more?
I'm kinda swamped, but okay.
Where can I find Claude?
Knowing him, he's probably preparing for tonight.
Preparing?
You know, glug glug.
He's hitting the sauce.
Ah. I'd like to know more about that painting there.
Oh, the Dark Lady. It's different than his other paintings. I'm worried the investors won't like it, but Claude insists. What do you want to know?
You mentioned something about investors.
Oh yes, the Meltzer Foundation. They paid for everything. The renovation, the lights, everything. I've got to pay them back eventually, of course, but still.
What can you tell me about the Dark Lady?
Well, it's different, isn't it? Claude's work is mostly abstract, but this is actually of a specific subject.
Did Claude ever say why?
No, but she's definitely striking.
She strikes all right. I still got the scars.
Claude gets weird when I ask who she is or why he put her in front of the Roosevelt Island lighthouse. I figure it's just one of those eccentric artist things.
The Roosevelt Island lighthouse, huh? It's been a while since I've been over there.
Can you tell me anything about the Meltzer Foundation?
Oh, those guys are a godsend. Without them, I never would have been able to open this place. I presented them with my plan for the gallery, and poof, they wrote me a check.
That's pretty generous.
I never thought I was venture capital material, but go figure. I'll have to pay them back, of course, and give them a percentage of our income. But look around. It's my life's dream realized.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the Meltzer Foundation?
Nope. But if you're looking to start a small business, I could put in a good word for you.
Thanks, Josie. I'd better get going.
Sure, Angela. I'll see you at the opening tonight.
He looks like he's been drinking for a while. Claude?
Rosangela Blackwell, the writer. Come on over. Have a drink.
You remember me?
Who could forget someone who could down 3 glasses of claret in half an hour?
Bit early to be drinking.
Says the woman who had to be carried home the other night by an old Indian lady. My opening is tonight, and I intend to be well and truly plastered. It's the only way I'll be able to bear it.
I'd like to talk to you about your work.
I'd love to, but I'm not drunk enough.
I really like that painting of yours, The Dark Lady.
My paintings aren't meant to be liked. They are meant to be understood. But nobody does. I feel like Joe Gould sometimes.
I'd really like to know more about The Dark Lady.
I have a rule. I don't talk about my work unless I'm drunk enough.
How drunk is that?
I'm not sure, but I'm working on it.
What do you think of the Park Gallery?
It's alright, I guess. I don't know what Josie sees in my stuff. She doesn't understand it at all.
She likes it enough to risk her money on it.
Liking it isn't the same as understanding it. Still, Josie's been good to me. How could I say no?
Do you know Monique Stahlman?
She was at the gallery the other night, yeah?
Uh-huh.
She told me my work was awful. I liked her.
She insulted your work, but you liked her.
Sure, she was honest. She didn't pretend to be awed by it like all the other phonies do.
Do you know anything about Frank Lyons, the actor?
He died a few months ago, didn't he?
Yeah.
Never saw his work. Don't go to the movies much.
You come here often?
Enough. It's old-fashioned, you know.
You know about Joe Gould?
Sure I do. He was one of the city's last geniuses. Or maybe he was just nuts. I don't know. Maybe I'm just nuts too. Either way, he's famous now. Thanks to Joseph Mitchell.
Did he just say Joseph Mitchell?
Could you tell me more about Joe Gould?
He was a genius, really. No matter what anybody else says, he paid attention to the world. Actually talked to people. And he wrote it all down. Every last word.
Why?
He was trying to find the connections that bring everyone and everything together, simply by observing and cataloging everything he saw. He called it the oral history. Nowadays, you'd call it blogging.
And that made him a genius?
Think about it. After Joseph Mitchell wrote Gould's biography, Mitchell never wrote again. No other subject could be as satisfying.
Gould was that interesting.
It was said that the city's unconscious was trying to speak through Joe Gould. Maybe it was true, maybe it wasn't. But to even attempt such a thing, I call that genius.
Could you tell me more about Joe Gould?
This city won't see the likes of him again, I'll tell you that much.
Can you tell me anything about the Meltzer Foundation?
Those are the guys who are funding Josie's gallery?
Yeah.
You'd have to talk to Josie about them. I'd just throw colors at a canvas.
Could you tell me more about Joseph Mitchell?
Another of the city's great geniuses. Gone. He could talk to you for 5 minutes and then write a biography that made you seem like the most fascinating person alive.
They wouldn't be alive for long.
But then he stopped writing. Nobody knows why, at least not for sure. He published a book about Joe Gould, and then poof, no more writing. He went to his office at the New Yorker every day for 30 years, but never wrote a single word.
Could you tell me more about Joseph Mitchell?
What's to say? He wrote a book about Joe Gould and then stopped writing for the rest of his life.
Bye, Claude.
Yeah.
Wow. If I still had a nose, I could smell the whiskey from here. He's so hammered he doesn't notice.
Here we are. I don't see any ghosts. You sense anything?
Nope, seems clean to me.
Really? You sure?
I said there's nothing here. Well, no ghosts anyway.
I read a book about this place years ago. Nobody uses this lighthouse anymore. It's just a historic monument. Joey, come here.
Can I help you?
So what should we do now?
Who the heck would invest in a gallery?
Josie said it was funded by the Meltzer Foundation.
I wonder who they are.
God, I'm soaked. I'm tempted to just leave.
Might as well. I don't think there's anything here.
So it's a dead end?
We'll come back later when the weather clears up.
This Meltzer Foundation sounds too good to be true.
In my experience, things usually are.
I heard about Joseph Mitchell back when I studied journalism. He sounded fascinating. What was he like?
Southern guy, very soft-spoken. Seemed like a wimp, but had more backbone than I gave him credit for.
I can't believe you and Auntie met him.
He almost got your auntie killed. Remember that.
That's all for now.
Sure. It's a lighthouse. Don't know who it's for. It's not like any ships come through here. Let's you and me have a little talk.
Yes?
What was that?
What?
Never mind. Meltzer seems like a legit outfit, but something shady is going on there.
How can you tell?
Haven't you noticed? All the threads lead there. We just gotta keep following them and see where they lead. I thought we were done with Mitchell 30 years ago.
Maybe this has nothing to do with Mitchell.
And maybe pigs can fly. Well, let's get back to it.
Yeah.
Come in. Oh, hello. Again.
What do you know about the Meltzer Foundation?
Why, are you looking for a loan?
Maybe. You deal with them?
They invested in our last film.
Water Under the Bridge?
That's the one.
I assume they got their money back since the film was such a success.
Not that it's any of your business, but yes, they did.
Anything else you can tell me about the Meltzer Foundation?
Any deal between Meltzer and CubeStar is private information. If you want to learn more about them, look them up. They're on the internet.
Have you ever heard of a reporter named Joseph Mitchell?
Sorry, no.
Thanks for the chat, Monique.
Sure.
You coming?
Yeah, sure.
Hi, is this the Meltzer Foundation?
Yes.
Oh, good. I was hoping to ask you a few questions.
Paul, this one's for you.
Oh, sure thing. Come on over and step into my office. So, I'm Paul Meltzer, and my silent partner over there is my brother, Charlie.
Rosangela Blackwell.
A pleasure. So, what can we do for you?
I was hoping to talk to you about what you do here.
Really? Well. We're moving up in the world, Charlie.
Uh-huh.
So, Rosangela, you with a newspaper?
I'm sort of freelance.
Struggling, eh? Well, that's what the Meltzer Foundation is all about. Isn't that right, Charlie?
Uh-huh.
Well, ask away.
I was wondering what you do here.
You know, I wonder that myself. Hey, Charlie, what do we do here?
We give away money, Paul.
That's right. We're into private investments. We grant risk-free capital to struggling businesses.
You really just give away money?
No, not exactly.
It's about giving money away wisely.
You heard the man. If you want the lowdown on what we do, just ask.
Josie Park told me that you invested in her gallery.
You know Josie. How's she doing?
She's fine, I guess.
We're both rooting for her, right, Charlie?
Sure.
Monique told me that you invested in CubeStar Films.
Monique, oh yes, she's the executive producer, isn't she?
Yes.
She's doing a great job. That place is earning money hand over fist.
Do you know anything about Frank Lyons, the actor?
Of course. Can you believe it? A heart attack at his age. He looked healthy. Of course, who knows what kind of drugs those actors take?
Have you ever been to a bar called the Minetta?
No, sorry.
Have you ever heard of Joe Gould or the Joe Gould Fund?
No, sorry.
Have you ever heard of a reporter named Joseph Mitchell?
That name sounds familiar.
He was a reporter for the New Yorker magazine.
Hey, that's it. Charlie used to work there. Hey, Charlie, did you know Joseph Mitchell?
Everyone knew him, Paul. He was a living legend.
A living legend. How about that?
Tell me more about the foundation.
Let's say you have a brilliant idea for a business, but you've made some mistakes in the past. You've got bad credit or were in debt for a long time. No reputable bank in the country would give you a loan. Or if they did, they'd charge you a fortune in interest. But not us. We believe in a second chance. We'll loan you the money to kickstart your business in return for a share of the profits. If your business takes off, wonderful, we both win. If not, we're the one who pays for it.
Your foundation is pretty generous.
Well, we don't give money to just anybody. Charlie over there is in charge of separating the wheat from the chaff. When someone comes to us with their hand out, Charlie does his research and makes sure that they are worth the risk. You wouldn't believe some of the bums we get in here.
Anything else you can tell me about the foundation?
I've given you the basic idea. There's nothing else really to tell you.
CubeStar Films became successful after Frank Lyons died.
Did they? I suppose they did.
That benefits you too, doesn't it?
Oh, I see where this is going. What do you expect us to do? Give back the money? We're a private foundation. Money has to come in order for money to go out.
Someone died. Doesn't that bother you?
Sure, it bothers me. Death is a horrible thing, but I don't see what it has to do with us.
Well, thanks for talking to me. I might be back later.
Sure thing. Here, take my card. If you have any questions, just email.
Oh, so you're on B-mail too?
Isn't everybody? God, did you see that chick walk? She waddles like a duck.
Huh?
Our reporter friend. She's kinda your type.
What do you mean?
Yeesh, Charlie, come up for air. She walked right past your desk.
I didn't see any duck.
Never mind.
Stay put, kid. I'm gonna snoop around. He's reading a book called Best Accountant Practices, 4th edition. Sounds thrilling.
Hey, when are we going to get a real company email address?
What's wrong with the one we've got?
Oh, come on. B-mail? Who's going to take us seriously when we only got a B-mail account?
It does the job.
At least we have a real internet connection, although I don't trust this wireless crap.
He's so engrossed in his book, he didn't even notice. Must be losing my touch.
Hey, Charlie, is this wireless internet thing safe?
Of course it's safe.
I just read online that they can give you cancer.
It won't give you cancer, Paul.
Then maybe you should sit next to it.
Give it a rest, Paul.
These things are way beyond me.
I can't stand this B-mail account.
What's the problem now?
I'm getting all sorts of spam. I got 3 from this Tomo person. Who the heck is Tomo?
Just delete them, Paul.
He seems pretty hard at work.
Hey, Charlie, did you turn on the AC?
No, not me.
Doesn't it bother you that anybody with B-mail software can log into our email?
Only if they have your password, Paul. Just don't tell anybody, and you'll be fine.
What the heck is that thing? Probably one of those computer things Red's always playing with. Either Paul likes to play, or he wants people to think he does. Modern art job. I don't get it. Is that battery parked down there? Man, it's changed a ton since my day. I've got no idea what this thing is.
Hey, my internet just went down. Stupid wireless.
It should come up again in a minute.
I don't float through things unless I have to. I gotta keep some shred of dignity.
Finally, the internet's back up. Hey, Charlie, what's that B-mail password again?
Don't you remember anything? It's Tennis 53. Just write it down.
No way. Someone might find it.
Joey, I'd like to talk to you.
This had better be important, sweetheart.
Did you see the view from the Meltzers' office?
Yeah, pretty impressive. If you had a view like that, I might not mind hanging around while you sleep.
My view's not that bad.
Sweetheart, we're looking at the brickwork of the building next door.
So what should we do now?
There's something fishy about that Meltzer Foundation. I'd love a chance to snoop around there some more.
That's all for now.
Sure.
Paul has a B-mail address just like me.
are you done with that thing? It's getting kinda late. If you want to catch Claude at the gallery, we'd better head over.
Joey,
What is it?
you gonna be okay going to the gallery again?
Why wouldn't I be?
You didn't seem to like it 2 days ago.
That was different. This is personal.
So what should we do now?
Everyone's gonna be at that gallery opening. Perhaps we should be too.
That's all for now.
Sure. Hey, Dollface, get your head out of the clouds and over here.
Yeah, Joey?
Looks like we've come full circle. This started at the gallery, maybe it'll end there. Well, let's get back to it.
Yeah. You ready to go?
Yeah, sure.
He's really studying that glass of wine. I don't need to talk to him. He seems to really like that one. He seems pretty engrossed back there. Hi, Nishanti.
Rosa, you came for the opening.
Oh yes, I did. That's why I'm here.
Good. It's so nice to see you out and about.
Yeah, out and about. That's us.
I spoke to Monique.
Oh, wonderful. That story is fascinating, isn't it?
It certainly came in useful.
You'll show me your story when it's done?
You call those things stories?
Shh. I mean, sure, I'll show you. I'd be glad to.
Smooth.
Do you know anything about Claude Erden?
Kind of enigmatic, isn't he? He's hardly said a word to anyone all night. Of course, I think he's had a bit too many, if you get my meaning.
What do you think of that painting, The Dark Lady?
It stands out, certainly. I don't know who the woman is, but she looks familiar.
Really?
I can't put my finger on who, but that expression, such a feeling of frustration and loss. But maybe that's the idea, the frustration and loss that we all feel sometimes.
Very deep.
Maybe. I'm going to look around some more.
Of course, go and mingle. Don't let me keep you.
Hi, Josie.
Hi, Rosangela. Are you having a good time? Great. We'll talk later.
If it weren't for the free booze, I wonder if he would have come here at all. Let him have his fun. He seems to really like that painting. Beats me why. I don't know much about art, but I know this is crap. I see enough of her at home. He looks completely plastered. Can't say I blame him. Wow, does he look drunk.
He must be an artist. Claude?
Oh, you came.
You're drunk.
Very much so.
We need to talk about the Countess.
Who?
The Dark Lady?
I don't talk about her.
So you do know her.
Don't try to understand my work. I haven't met a single person who really understands art. Not one.
About the Dark Lady.
That is one of the most important works I have ever made. I don't talk about it, especially to someone who obviously doesn't understand art.
Who says I don't understand art?
You understand my work? All right. Tell me what you think of this painting behind me.
I think this painting is really good.
You have no idea what you mean by good.
I don't?
No. Excuse me.
So, Claude,
What do you think of this painting here?
what is this painting supposed to be?
What do you care?
I'm just curious.
Is it supposed to be anything? Can't it just be? Excuse me.
Claude, we really need to talk about...
What do you think of this painting here?
I really like the colors.
Well, if you like it, then that's great. Excuse me.
Listen, Claude.
Tell you what, let's start over. Tell me what you think of this painting behind me.
The colors are really bright. They pop out at you.
They pop.
Sure.
You're the viewer. If they pop, they pop. Excuse me.
So, Claude,
What do you think of this painting here?
this painting is very atmospheric.
Candles and wine are atmospheric. Excuse me.
Claude, we really need to talk about...
What do you think of this painting here?
Did this painting take a long time?
Not long. Only a lifetime.
Huh?
Excuse me.
Listen, Claude.
Tell you what, let's start over. Tell me what you think of this painting behind me.
The hard lines in this painting are really provocative.
You think so, huh?
Oh, yes. The hard lines against a soft world.
Really? Excuse me.
So, Claude,
What do you think of this painting here?
does this painting represent darkness and shadow?
It could. Is that what it feels like to you?
Sure.
Then it does. Excuse me.
Claude, we really need to talk about...
What do you think of this painting here?
Why is one side so colorful and the other so dark?
Well, look at it. The darkness is eating away the color, overwhelming it.
That's a bit bleak.
It's a bleak world. Can I be forward?
Forward?
It's been a great pleasure talking to you.
Really?
Yes, very refreshing. You seem to have a greater understanding of art than most of the rabble here.
I do?
Listen, Rosangela, was it?
Oh, call me Rosa.
Rosa. I'm suffocating in here. I need a breath of fresh air. Come meet me out on the fire escape. We can talk more in private.
Hey, way to go.
Claude, where are you going?
Just some fresh air, Joes. I'll be back. No worries.
We need to talk about the Countess.
Yes. She's so sad and angry. I wonder why.
Why is she sad?
She's looking for something she lost.
Yeah, her mind.
It consumed her every thought.
Why is she so angry?
I don't know. I wish I did. I think she's being forced against her will, being turned into something she shouldn't be.
Like what?
I don't know.
How do you know her?
I see her in my dreams. She's looking for me. She hasn't found me yet, but I'm hoping my painting will help.
You want her to find you?
Yes. She's trapped and looking to escape. She needs me to help her. She's chosen me.
Oh, I get it. He's the chosen one. Why don't we ever meet anyone sane?
Why did she choose you?
Because of my work. She's dead, I think, but she will live through my work.
Artists. Nuts. All of them.
Claude, the Countess is dangerous.
Dangerous? No. She's lost and angry, but not dangerous.
I've met her. She's killed many times.
You? Why would she seek you? You're not an artist.
No, but I've still seen her. She's powerful. Power you don't want to mess with.
I just want to help her.
Hey, pal, helping ghosts is our turf.
Just be careful, okay?
Careful. Just who are you? How do you know so much about my dreams?
Well, I know things.
Know things? Like what?
That you're messing with stuff you don't understand.
And you do?
Well, I'm working on it.
All right. Teach me. I need to know.
Don't look at me, kid.
Look, there's something about me. I shouldn't tell you, but you're in danger.
What is it?
Look out!
No! No! No, you didn't! Claude! Suicide.
Well, what else would they think? He was drunk and erratic and known to be temperamental. Just be thankful they didn't accuse you of killing him.
Yeah, lucky. She killed him, Joey, right in front of me.
Us, kid. Us. I was there too.
He was opening up to me. I could have warned him. I could have helped him.
It happened too fast. There wasn't anything either of us could do.
It's not right.
Newsflash, kid. The world's a rotten place.
It doesn't have to be. We have to stop her, Joey. She can't kill anybody else.
Look, darling, your aunt met that witch and barely survived. And no offense, doll, she had a stiffer spine than you.
Maybe. But she didn't finish the job, did she?
Not exactly, no.
Then I have to finish what she started. Good night, Joey.
I'm proud of you, Rosangela. You are proving to be much stronger than your guide suspects.
He thinks I'm stupid.
Be wary of him. Follow your heart.
Who are you?
Shh. Sleep. Tomorrow you have a challenge to meet, and you must be fresh. You won't remember me, but we will meet soon.
Good morning.
Yeah, let's go.
Come here, darling, let's chat.
Sure, what's up?
You're in a sour mood this morning. More sour than usual, Andy.
I'm not sour. I'm just taking this seriously. You should try it sometime.
Hey, I'm just as serious as the next guy. Careful you don't smile, kid. Your face might crack. Well, let's get back to it.
Yeah. You ready to go?
All right, I'm coming.
Hi, Josie.
Rosangela, gosh, what a horrible night.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Poor Claude, I had no idea what the show was doing to him.
What do you mean?
Well, he killed himself, didn't he? Oh, he grumbled a lot, but I thought deep down he liked the attention. Still, at least his work shall live on.
You're keeping the gallery open?
Of course. Everything here is completely sold out.
Really?
That painting behind you? Yesterday, I couldn't give it away. Today, I'm being offered $5,000 for it.
That's horrible.
That's business, I'm afraid. I feel bad for Claude, but, well, I have debts. I have investors to pay back.
Lucky for you, he died.
That's not fair. I've known Claude for years. I liked him a lot. He never felt his work would be seen by anybody, and now people believe his work has value. That's something, isn't it?
If you think so. What will you do with the money?
Well, a percentage of it will go to my investors. As for the rest, I don't know. I could sponsor another artist like Claude, or I could give it to charity. I'll need to think about it.
Can I ask you some more questions?
I don't think so, Rosangela. I'm meeting with the buyers today, and I have to get everything ready.
Bye, Josie. Good luck with, well, everything.
Sure, bye.
I've seen more of that fire escape than I want to.
Yes?
Hi, me again.
Go right in.
I heard you were at the gallery last night.
Yes.
And you saw what happened?
Yes.
Wow. Just wow. What would possess a guy to do a thing like that, huh?
I don't know.
Well, enough doom and gloom. What can I help you with?
Why weren't you at the opening last night?
Oh, we would just be in the way, you know? Art's not really our thing. But Josie knows what she's doing.
It looks like the Park Gallery is going to be successful now.
Yes, Josie certainly has had her work cut out for her.
So do you. Her profits are your profits.
Yes, there is that.
And all it cost was one man's death.
Now that's unfair.
2 men dead? That doesn't sound fishy to you.
Should it? What kind of men do you take us for? I have sympathy for Frank Lyons, but he died of natural causes. As for the artist, he was obviously unstable. You'll need more evidence than that if you want to convince me of anything.
2 people have died.
Yes, so you said.
That doesn't bother you.
Neither of those men have anything to do with us. If you're looking for a conspiracy, you're looking in the wrong place.
Well, thanks for talking to me. I might be back later.
Sure thing, drop on by anytime. Oh yeah, she likes you.
What are you talking about?
Why do you think she keeps coming here?
Give it a rest, Paul.
He's drinking from a coffee mug. It's got something written on it, but I can't see it from here. Oh, sorry. I was just curious about your mug.
Mind your own business.
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
Rotten day to be out, huh?
I've seen worse.
What brings you out here?
None of your business.
Pretty cool lighthouse, huh?
If you say so.
Nice mug.
Uh-huh.
What's written on it?
Mind your own business.
Could I ask you a couple of questions?
And who are you, may I ask?
Rosangela Blackwell. Nice to meet you.
Why do you want to talk to me?
I'm curious about the lighthouse.
What makes you think I know anything?
I'm wondering if anything unusual happened here.
Unusual like what?
Just anything unusual.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Well, see you around.
Uh-huh.
An old guy drinking from a coffee mug. Not even a twitch. The mug has a company logo on it. It says Gold Tech? No idea what that is. We came all the way out here. If you're gonna do something, go and do it.
Let's talk, Joey.
This had better be important, sweetheart.
What are the chances of Gold Tech being something important?
With our track record, what do you think?
That's all for now.
Sure. Hey, Red, you got a minute?
Yes.
Whose bright idea was it to start putting stuff on mugs anyway?
We're a consumer society. That's just a byproduct.
If you say so. Well, let's get back to it.
Yeah. Let's talk, Joey.
This had better be important, sweetheart.
Choked to death. It's the same MO as Frank.
M.O.?
You know, modus operandi. It's what the real detectives say.
Do me a favor, kid, and never say that again.
I was thinking, There must be lots of people like Martin Goldwater.
What are you getting at?
It'd be nice if they knew we existed.
Very poetic, darling, but do you really want to spend your life in a padded cell?
No, you're right. That's all for now.
Sure. Hey, Dollface, get your head out of the clouds and over here.
Yeah, Joey?
You ready to tell me what's been eating you?
Joey, we speak to the dead all the time.
No kidding. It's only now starting to bother you?
No, but last night, I saw someone die. You understand?
Not really, no.
Maybe I'm not putting it the right way. Let's talk about this later.
There was no ghost at the lighthouse. John might have passed on normally.
Maybe there's someone else we could talk to.
Well, let's get back to it.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, let's blow this popsicle stand.
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
Are you Marty Goldwater?
Yeah, who are you?
Rosangela Blackwell.
What do you want?
Your son. I heard what happened.
You knew my boy?
No, but I'm looking into it.
You with the police?
No, but I'm sort of freelance.
Well, you can't do any worse than those worthless cops have. So sure, be whatever you want.
How exactly was he killed? The newspaper didn't say.
His neck was crushed.
They said he was choked, but there were no bruises on his neck.
I never heard of anything like it.
Crushed.
Yeah,
Do you have any theories of your own?
of course I do. It was his rival company that did it. Lazarus Technology. They did it, but I can't prove it.
Why do you think this other company is involved?
Look, my boy was a genius. He ran a medical technology firm not far from here as one of their chief researchers. He was making a device that can improve the efficiency of pacemakers. A real breakthrough, he said. But this other firm, Lazarus, was working on the same thing. It was a real race to see who'd finish it first. He didn't eat, he hardly slept, he poured his life into his work. Then one night he called me to say he had finished. He wanted to celebrate. That was the last time I talked to him.
He was killed that night?
Yes, and a few days later the device was registered by Lazarus. No justice, none at all.
So you think someone from Lazarus killed your son?
It's a pretty big coincidence, wouldn't you say? I've tried calling Lazarus, but they refused to talk to me. They eventually put a restraining order on me. At least John went to his grave believing he was a success, for all the good it does.
Anything else you can tell me about John?
He was my son. He had his head in the clouds, but his feet were firmly planted on the ground. He wanted to change the world, and by God, he would have done it. Well, I'll be joining him soon, I'm sure.
Anything else you can tell me about John?
No, please, enough.
Have you ever been to the Park Gallery?
No, I haven't.
Do you know Monique Stahlman?
No.
Do you know anything about Frank Lyons, the actor?
The dead actor? Who isn't familiar with him these days? I saw the movie. Don't know what all the fuss was about.
Have you ever been to a bar downtown called the Minetta?
The Minetta? Is that place still around? Well, I haven't been there for years.
So you know it.
I used to go there years ago.
Can you tell me anything about the Minetta?
What's to say? It's a bar. I used to live in that area when I was young. I'm surprised it's still around.
Have you ever heard of a man named Joe Gould?
You mean Professor Seagull?
You've heard of him.
Sure I did. Back in the day, you'd always see him wandering the West Village. Must have been, 50 years ago. I was a young man then. He called himself Professor Seagull. If you gave him $1, he'd recite poetry in seagull language.
For real?
Who knows? It was a laugh. New York was full of people like that in those days. Times sure have changed.
Do you have any more Joe Gould stories?
Why are you so interested in him?
I just am. Do you mind talking about him?
Oh, not at all. It's nice to remember those days. I can't think of anything else, though.
Have you ever heard of the Meltzer Foundation?
No, I haven't.
Have you ever heard of Joseph Mitchell?
Didn't he used to write for the New Yorker?
Yes.
I think I've read some of his work, but it's so long ago I can't remember.
Well, see you around.
Uh-huh.
Let's talk, Joey.
This had better be important, sweetheart.
You think Lazarus Technology really killed John Goldwater?
No, I think our elderly lady friend is the guilty party.
So they're a dead end?
Not necessarily. Any lead is a good lead.
I wonder if I can talk to someone from Lazarus Technologies.
If that's what you want to do it.
That's all for now.
Sure. Hey, Dollface, get your head out of the clouds and over here.
What is it?
That old guy sure has a chip on his shoulder about Lazarus.
You can hardly blame him. He thinks they killed his son.
Lazarus didn't kill his kid, and you know it.
Like he'll believe the truth.
That's the tragedy, sweetheart. He'll carry that grudge to his grave. And if we're lucky, we'll be the ones to deal with it later. Well, let's get back to it.
Yeah. Here we go. Lazarus Technology.
Thank you for calling Lazarus Technologies. Please choose from the following options. For general information about Lazarus Technologies, press 1. To inquire about our products, press 2. To speak to an operator, press 3. Lazarus Technologies is the world's leader in biomedical and biomechanical engineering. We supply research and development to hospitals and clinics throughout the world. Lazarus Technologies is supported by a generous grant from the Meltzer Foundation. If you would like to request a product catalogue, please speak to a customer representative. You have reached the General Office mailbox. Please leave a message and someone will get back to you shortly.
Joey, I'd like to talk to you.
What is it?
I think we've learned everything we need to know.
Have we?
I don't know about you, but my reporter sense is tingling.
Sweetheart, you wrote book reports.
Reviews, Joey. Book reviews. Let's just get over to the Meltzer Foundation office. That's all for now.
Sure.
You coming?
Yeah, sure.
Go right in.
Hi, Paul.
Hi again. What can we do you for?
I heard that your foundation gave money to Lazarus Technologies.
Oh, yes. That was one of our first success stories.
Have you ever heard of a guy named John Goldwater?
No, sorry.
I learned something interesting about Lazarus Technologies. It rose to success on the shoulders of a murdered man.
That's a strong thing to say.
It's true. His company was an inch away from beating Lazarus, but then he was killed.
Even if this is true.
It is true. You can look it up.
Even still, I don't see how this is our fault.
Let me break it down for you, Paul. Frank Lyons dies, and CubeStar Films becomes successful overnight. Claude commits suicide, and now the Park Gallery is selling priceless works of art. John Goldwater dies, and Lazarus Technologies becomes rich and powerful. All these companies are represented by you. Don't you see how this looks?
This is a total coincidence. I'm sure of it.
Is it?
It is. And And I'll tell you another thing. I don't like these accusations. I think you should leave.
I am going to get to the bottom of this.
Maybe you will, but it has nothing to do with us. Now go, before I call the police.
Come on, let's blow and let him stew for a while.
Yeesh.
She's crazy.
Crazy with teeth. You gotta watch out for women like that, Scooter.
Scooter, you haven't called me that since we were kids.
Really? Maybe I should start calling you that again.
Whatever.
Stay put, kid. I'm gonna snoop around.
Hey, Scooter, how about a game of tennis after work today?
I don't think so, Paul.
Suit yourself.
You think we should call the police on her?
Why do you want to do that, Scooter?
In case she starts nosing around again.
If she noses around again, we'll call the police then. Not before. Hey, Scooter, do you have last week's earnings reports?
I gave them to you an hour ago.
You did? Ah, right. Thanks, Scooter.